So different na anshen komumpa. Anka party no anko obewini by all means. Who told you? Me onyame prophet.
I am a prophet of God.
This is my office. Ema niema bi breaki free ho. 2016
now they had an encounter with the prophets of God.
2020 mame ka asem bi nkyerɛ ye onkrofo bi ho no ma ohu onyame use omo e de fulfilling the mission in life anka na mo tro bi ama niema bi antete ama principalities bi ni powers bi onyame honhom a strike omo a nka de esi 2016 kan timi esi ehia nse mo odene.
If you do not encounter a mighty hand
amana breaki demons
for that mighty
witches
hand
and wizards
to break
principalities
the power of
powers
witches and wizards
enhunu da en manifested that
facts.
Adentina eduru time say ya binum siesia nantwie.
How is it that in times like this people bury live cows?
Election are more spiritual than physical. Isaac.
Now Jacob's father was Isaac.
But Uncle Dinshana say,
but Isaac was going to give the blessing to someone else. If you are not careful, somebody of your own household, the person you share the office with, your own good friend, your own brother, your own sibling,
take your position.
That person can destroy you and take your position.
Political party
now that person who is a member of your political party, you see, do not trust people. You must have restraints on the level of trust you repose in people. If there is anybody you should trust God alone. The fact that you don't conceive evil thoughts against others does not mean others do not conceive evil thoughts against you. Now do not think that as for you, your heart is empty of evil. There is no evil in your heart, and so nobody has evil in his or her heart. There are some people whose hearts are filled with evil. You are not jealous of others, but others may be jealous of you. And that is why you must be careful. Now, somebody may be jealous of you because of something you have acquired.
Maybe a good marriage.
Maybe you are enjoying good marriage. Or maybe your beauty. Or there may be the favor of the Lord on your life. Or maybe you are occupying a certain position. Somebody may have hatred against you, even though you have not done any wrong to the person. Some people are evil. So please, anytime you are walking about, please be sensitive of your environment. Look to your right and look to your left before you take a step.
Bible said Isaac.
The Bible said the sight of Isaac was dim.
I believe
I'm sure that the impairment he had in his eyes, God may have been a factor to it.
We are highly anointed.
He was highly anointed. He could communicate with God, but he had an impairment in his vision.
I believe that's how we.
I am sure that God knew about, or God was a factor to that impairment.
Because of
what he has said about Jacob.
Because Isaac.
Because if Isaac was not visually impaired, and his sight was very clear, there was no way that Jacob would have received the blessing God intended for him. Now, are you aware that sometimes God will strike some people just so that you would obtain your blessing?
I'm telling you, sir. Because of
now, I am telling you that your auntie or a certain auntie of yours died just for your sake.
Me say,
somebody may have found himself or herself in trouble just because of you. He was visually impaired. And so he invited his son Esau and said to him, this is the time I have decided to bless you. God sat in heaven and he said, no.
My servant, you
mistake. My servant, you are making a mistake. This is a grievous mistake. No, that blessing you are about to release, please do not release it. He is not the one I want you to bless. Not him. Not him. No, not him. No.
We are highly anointed, but
you are highly anointed, but not him. Now, where you are going to, I have not chosen that place, so don't go there. Now, sometimes Balaam decides to go and curse the people of God.
But God says no.
He that I have blessed, you cannot change the blessing. He said, let me show you the one to whom I will bless.
Rebecca.
He said, Rebecca, listen to me.
Now who's why is sensitive? Now God being so good, time Isaac and then about Esau kasano. Now Rebecca edru window nechi into what.
Now God being so good, at the time Isaac was having the conversation with Esau, Rebecca was just behind the window, and so she was eavesdropping on the conversation.
Yeah, only heaven's windows on your behalf.
Listen, let God open heaven's windows on your behalf.
The windows of heaven.
Also fencing. When the windows of heaven are open, nobody can take your blessing from you. May God open the windows of heaven for you.
Rebecca.
So Rebecca was eavesdropping on the conversation. And God used Rebecca.
God said, my mission I have fulfilled.
I am going to use you to ensure that my mission or vision is fulfilled.
So who told you?
Now, some people are of the opinion that the prophecy of the prophet was irrelevant. Whether the prophet prophesied or not, that party would have won anyway. But who told you?
Me, I'm a prophet.
I am a prophet of God.
This is my office.
So
allow me to talk. Me not politics, but I'm preaching.
Now this is not politics. I am preaching. In 2008, it was not successful.
2012.
In 2012, it was not successful.
2016.
Now they had an encounter
2020.
with the
mission in life.
Now, in 2012, it was not successful. When they had the encounter with the prophet of God in 2016, it was successful. In 2020, it was successful. But please hear me. There are some people that God uses just to establish the purposes, his purposes and vision in life.
Principalities be, powers be.
Now, if God did not intervene and certain meetings did not happen, and for the power of God to break certain ordinances and to break certain cases and municipalities, what happened in 2016 could not have happened. There are certain things which in your life,
so when she answer more
if you do not encounter a mighty hand,
for demons,
for that mighty
witches
hand
and wizards,
to break
principalities
the power of
powers,
witches and wizards, principalities and powers, those good things will never take manifestation in your life. These things are spiritual facts. How is it that in times like this, people bury live cows?
Election are more spiritual than physical.
The elections are more spiritual.
1 Samuel chapter 9.
In 1 Samuel chapter 9, God gave instructions to Samuel concerning what he should do for Saul.
And 1 Samuel chapter 10.
And these things happened in 1 Samuel chapter 9. Then in 1 Samuel chapter 10, they went out to cast their lots.
And I'm saying, Odi for Samuel, Ayesusumu niyama Saul inti. Bible said Benjamin, the family, and Omuwini. Yasan selected Merima, and Saul can Saul and Owini specifically.
Now, because Samuel had already done certain spiritual things for Saul, it was the tribe of Benjamin that was chosen from the lots which were cast. And out of the men selected from the tribe of Benjamin, it was Saul who was selected.
And until Jesus say, I dare be on my sentiment. I just said, and the more the DA and in Bible.
That is why Jesus said that as for this kind, it requires prayer and fasting. You see, there are certain spirits that follow people. Now, as for those kind of spirits, you need fastings and prayer to deal with them.
Your spirits be on one. I just say, battle continuously for years.
There are certain spirits that you require to fight with them continuously for many years.
Days.
There are some spirits that we fight against for days.
Daniel. Now, Daniel,
the first day you went before God, God heard your prayer. God sent me with a message to you on the first day.
Battle for 21
but
days.
the princess of Persia battled against me for 21
but when
days.
Up, now
but because you did not give up and you continue to intercede and pray,
Angel Michael,
God sent Michael to take the battle so that I had the chance to bring the word to you. Pray and wait upon God.
Prophetic directions still so who say prophetic word now manifested.
Pray and wait on God. Continue with your prophetic directions until you see the manifestation of the prophetic words. I do not know the prayer Rebecca used to pray.
But I believe so Rebecca so catch Rebecca
prayed and said to the Lord, Lord, remember your word you spoke to me. Because Rebecca also loved Jacob. When he heard when she eavesdropped on the conversation, he called Jacob his son. Her son, sorry. And she said to him that today is today. The beginning of your destiny is today. Whether it shall be well with you in life or it shall not be well with you in life depends on today.
I believe so be our one day.
I believe everybody has a certain day. And that is the day God turns things around. Amen. May that day not pass you by when it gets there. Some people have missed their days
because
they did not have any encounter with the prophet. Some people have missed their days because they were not prayerful. Some people have missed their days because they had no faith. Some people have missed their faith because they were not sensitive. Don't let that day pass you by.
You have your day, I have my day. That day, not a Jacob day.
That day was Jacob's day.
Do you know your day?
Tell every time tell God, let not my day pass me by.
Oh, mama wafi.
Let not my year pass me by. Amen. Next year is your year. Have it at the back of your mind. Next year is my year.
And believe it.
Nejitum. Nejidi.
Complain, do it.
And she said to her son, my son, obey before complain.